Hi everybody, my name is Jen, and today we're going to be doing a core workout using the foam roller. So I'm sure many of you have used a foam roller either before working out to help with increased range of motion or post-workout to help reduce inflammation. It's a great tool for self-myofascial release, but today we're going to use it to add some instability to your core work. So I teach a lot of Pilates classes, a lot of core classes, and the foam roller is actually one of my favorite tools to use to help increase the intensity of a core workout or just change it up a little bit. So that being said, you need a longer foam roller. And this is a dense one, but you can use whatever density your body prefers. So let's start seated at the front of your roller. Your feet are no wider than your shoulders, your toes pointed straight ahead, and then just start to roll down, trying to roll down through the center of your spine. So stay as centered on the roller as you can. Lower your head down and just bring your hands to rest to the floor. Then I want you to start with what I call an imprint of your lower back onto the foam roller, just using your abdominals. Keep that imprint and lift one leg up, lower your leg, lift the other leg up, and lower. So as you continue this march, try to prevent an arch in your lower back. You can be in that imprint with your lower back to the foam roller, or you can be in what is a neutral lower back, your natural lumbar curve. Just don't let an arch creep in. So right away you feel the work in your front abdominal wall, no tension in your neck or your shoulders. Now lift both legs up to that tabletop position. If you wobble a little bit, don't worry, that's normal. Just do the best you can to stay balanced. And then lower one foot down and lift, and then the other foot down and lift. So if you feel tension in your neck or you feel your shoulders rolling in, that's a sign you're sending your legs too low. Your core can't quite handle your range of motion. Make sure you're breathing through all of these movements. Let's do one more on each side. Then lower just your right foot down. Leave your left leg in that tabletop. Circle your right hand to the back of your head. Curl up and twist to the left side. Release back down. Curl, twist, and release. Now, adding on, straighten your leg into the air and then bend it to curl to that side. We'll do 4 more of these. And 3, maybe you can lighten your touch of your left hand to the floor. 1 more, come all the way back to center. Lower your left foot down. Stay facing center. Circle your left hand to the back of your head. And just give me a set of pulses up. I call them chest floats. And as your chest's floating, notice if your spine is still on the apex of the roller, or are you shifting to one side? Do your best to stay centered. Let's go 3 more. 2, now hold that high curl. Right hand to the floor, right leg in the air, twist towards it, reach it away, release, curl, twist. So the big range of motion, it's always going to be a little bit harder to stay stable or steady on the roller. Just remember that's part of the challenge. Again, we'll do 4 more. 3, try not to let your left leg shift. 1 more, hold. Lower your right foot down, circle your right hand to the back of your head, and just start chest floating up here. And as you do that, walk your feet just a little farther forward. You should be feeling nice and warm through your upper abs by now. Lower abs working, you just don't usually feel as much of a burn there. 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach your arms forward. Now try to peel your spine off the roller. And then we're gonna roll all the way back down. So tilt your pelvis first. Try to put one vertebra down onto the roller at a time. Circle your arms overhead, out to the side. Tuck your chin as you reach forward and then peel your spine back off the roller. Tilt your pelvis, roll back down. You might feel some tightness pulling you in one direction. Reach. Circle open, but again, just do your best to stay focused on your center. When you roll up, if that's a big struggle for you, curl up and then maybe grab your thighs and use your legs to assist you only as much as you need to. Now, if you don't need to circle the arms, just bring them back up. Lead with your arms and peel your spine up and roll back down. We have 2 left. See, I forgot to focus on that pelvic tilt first and I didn't feel the lower back roll down onto the roller. I just kind of plopped. 1 more, rolling all the way back up. Now roll down just to the bottom of your shoulder blades where we've been before. Place your hands to the floor. Lift one leg up to tabletop at a time. And then extend your right leg, pull your left knee in tighter and switch. Now you can do this with your head down also. At any point if your neck gets tired, if you feel stress there, lower your head so you don't feel strain. We'll go 8, 7, 6, push, pull the legs, 4, 3, 2, 1, bend your knees, lower your heads down, take a breath in, exhale, curl back up. Extend your right leg up to the ceiling, left leg to a low angle, and scissor switch your legs. Maybe you need to bend your knees to do this instead. Remember, you don't have an arch in your lower back. Stay up high in that curl. Curl up 1 more inch. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift both legs up, bend your knees. Place one foot down, the other foot down again. Give yourself some space between your heels and the roller. Reach and roll all the way up until you're seated. Now switching positions with the roller, we're going to move off of it, put it behind us. Rest against it so that it might be at the bottom of your shoulder blades, it might be slightly higher. Circle your hands to the back of your head and find a back bend that works for you. So if the roller's at your shoulder blades, that reduces the extension and that's fine. If you can handle more, send the roller down lower. And then curl up. And let's go full range. From our extension to our flexion. So core work is so much more about working entire range of motions than it is just crunches. A lot of times we think core work equals just crunches or flexion exercises, but we need to work through extension as well, or as we are here. Rotation, side bending, we'll get to that. So as you get warm extension, you might notice you can handle a little bit more. Now, as you extend your spine, I want you to pull your right knee in, curl lower, left knee in, curl lower. Add that next step only if it feels like it's doable for you without stress, again, or strain. We'll do 1 more on each side. Now straighten your legs. Take your back bend. Maybe you can reach your arms overhead. And then again, circle your arms out all the way forward. Roll up. Round over your legs and roll back down into your back bend. If the roller shifts, you can move it back. Back bend, circle, tuck your chin to lead the way, and round up. Let's go all the way over, tilt your pelvis, roll all the way back. So this is a version of a Pilates roll-up where it's an active reach over the legs. You're really pulling your abdominals in the entire time. Round up and over, reach, full energy here. It's not a chance to relax. 1 more time, full roll up. Go back into your back bend. Maybe hands to the head or arms overhead. Stay for a breath in. Exhale, roll all the way up, sit up tall, then turn around. Place your hands on the roller. So you want the palms, or what I call the heel of your hands, on the apex of the roller, your fingers curled over the far side. And if you don't like this, get rid of the roller for this series and just put your hands on the floor. or even use some dumbbells for a little bit of extra wrist support. Now from this all fours position, step your right leg back, followed by your left leg. So pressing down into the roller, lower your right knee down. Lower your left knee down, don't lose that press into the roller. Step your left foot back, your right foot back to your high plank, left knee down, and right knee down. Now step your right foot, then your left foot back, and we're gonna stay in this plank position. Push into the roller, create some space between your shoulder blades. Now, without moving that roller, round your spine and pull your right knee in towards your chest in a tighter crunch. Then straighten your leg, straighten your spine. Switch legs. Exhale, round and pull in. Inhale, lengthen, step back. Keep the same amount of press on the roller the whole time, not allowing it to move. So again, if you feel strain in the wrists or anywhere else, you can place your hands on the floor. Exhale, inhale. Engage your core before you pull your knee in. That'll help with the stability, keeping the roller still. It's really difficult to control the roller when you allow momentum into an exercise. One more on each leg. And then we'll meet back in our high plank. Hold that high plank. You have space between your shoulder blades. We're gonna do a scaption exercise, protraction, retraction. So I want you to slide your shoulder blades together and press them away. Slide together, press them away. But as you slide together, you shouldn't feel strain in your neck. The movement in the scapula doesn't mean you're allowing your chin to jet down towards the floor. The rest of your body feels the work of a plank. One more time and then your wrist will get a break, but not your core. Lower your knees down, onto your forearms, forearm plank, walk your legs back one at a time, press down into the roller. Can you create parallel forearms where they're more like railroad tracks, less like a triangle? Holding with your breath. Now, if you can add something more, step your right foot out, step it in, left foot out, and in. Tap, return, tap, return. Keep your pelvis really still. Like you have a set of hands, somebody's holding your pelvis for you, at least along the side of your waist, and then you're moving your legs. Let's do one more on each side. Big believer in making sure you're even. Come back to center and lower your knees down. Sit back for just a moment, then shift back forward. We're gonna do another variation. Find your plank. So again, if you can handle more, you can always do planks with your knees down, just as if you were on the mat. But if you can handle more, bend your right knee, your thighs are lined up, and pulse your foot to the ceiling. Like you're stamping your foot, making a footprint up there, squeezing your glutes to lift the leg, and straighten that leg, switch to the other side. Little press. You still have space between your shoulder blades. Make sure you're not holding your breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your left foot. Maybe squeeze your legs together a little bit more. Pull your abdominal wall up and in. And then lower your knees down. Moving on to back extension. Lie on your front. We want the roller overhead. Let the wrists up to the forearms rest on the roller. Straighten your legs about hip width apart behind you. My arms are wider than my shoulders to give my traps a little space. And then lower your nose to the floor in between your arms. As you slide your shoulder blades down your back, you'll feel the roller move towards you. Start to press into the roller to lift up. Your nose lifts, your chest lifts, Your rib cage reaches forward. Add a little squeeze of your seat if it's not already engaged, and then slowly lengthen forward and release. And then we'll move just a little bit faster, rising up and releasing down. Your shoulders each time roll away from your ears to begin the movement. Reach your legs long, and again, only lift to a height where you feel work, not strain. And as you rise up, can you broaden your shoulders, widen your chest? Now this time, hold here and lower only halfway down. Press into the roller, lift up. Halfway, lift. Pretend on the lift that I'm standing behind you and I'm pushing the heel of my hand in between your shoulder blades so that your sternum reaches forward, the front of your chest reaches forward. One more time, lift, hold. Now lower just enough that you can lift your feet, your knees away from the floor, and flutter kick the legs. Take all the bend out of your knees. Squeeze your seat, and then lift from your hamstrings. Strengthening our back, our glutes, the whole back of our body. One more breath in. Exhale and stop. Lower your feet and release all the way down. Bring the roller in. We're going to do another series on our front, and this time move the roller underneath your kneecaps. Place your hands on the floor. Now I'm going to have my toes curled away from the floor. You can definitely have your feet down if you need that extra assist for stability. Pressing evenly into your palms, which are under your shoulders or slightly wider. Straighten your right leg back, hip height, then tap and lift that leg. Your pelvis is square to the floor, square to the roller, and you're placing even pressure into your hands. Your spine is steady and still. Squeeze your triceps and rotate the inside of your elbows in. 2 more. Last one, now hold that leg in the air. You probably will need to put your left toes down. Reach your left arm, bicep to ear. Lift from your midline, from your front abdominal wall. And then continue to reach. Slide your left shoulder blade away from your ear. And if you can do this with your left toes curled away from the floor, awesome. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower your hand down. Lower your right knee or below your knee to the roller. We'll switch sides. Straighten your left leg. Lower that leg, lift. Lower, lift. So because we have 3 points of contact, 2 hands to the floor, right shin to the roller, you might be able to keep your right toes lifted and it's not too bad. Squeeze your outer right glute, press that side in so your pelvis is in swing. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now hold that leg in the air. Maybe lower your right toes and reach your right arm. And then once you're there, if you feel strong, you can try to lift your right toes. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower your hand, your left knee down. Then press your way up so that you're kneeling on the roller. Your legs are parallel under your hips, toes to the floor. Squeeze your seat. Take your arms open to the side and then just reach up, right arm overhead, left hand down towards the roller. Now if you can't quite reach the roller, allow the opposite knee to open and then go into that side bend. And then rise back up Slide that knee in, reach up, side bend, and then again, maybe opposite knee needs to open. Not that your goal necessarily is touching the roller, but if you need a little support, then you can definitely open your knees wider. And then rise all the way back up and pull that knee in. Take your hands open again, hands to the back of your head, and then twist to your left side. Pull your right hip back, just get that rotation. Now, reach your arms side to side. So we're really leading with the left side rib cage and pulse into this twist for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands to the back of your head, turn to face forward, go to the other side. We're warming up in rotation because we've got harder exercises to do. Reach and twist. So I don't want to stick you in a position where the work is hard and then you kind of get stuck in your rotation. Good, and then bring your hands to the back of your head, turn all the way to face forward, and relax your arms down. Now, we're gonna go all the way back to a plank series, this time with your feet on the roller and it's a side plank. Take a staggered stance with your feet. So your bottom leg forward, top leg back, and you're on your forearm. Circle your top hand to the back of your head. Now, my ankle bones are on the roller rather than the edges of my feet because we're going to try to move the roller slightly in as we twist and lengthen it back out. So you can adjust so you have at least a little room to move. Now, if moving the roller is too challenging, keep it still and I'll show you. Just twist the upper body. That's still excellent oblique work. Twist. You can do it. Just try 2 more. Just try 2 more. Engaging your bottom oblique to pull back and then come back to your side plank. Now everyone just hold. Your top arm can be where you choose. Now the edges of my feet are pressing into the roller. Stack the hips so you're not starting to rotate to the ceiling. Lengthen out through the crown of your head, and then bend your knees and release your seat down. Swing to the other side. I'm going to stay facing you. Reposition to the other side. So again, the roller's a little bit up your ankles. You're up, your hips are up, hand to the back of your head. Now when you're ready, again, either rotate the upper body or move the roller in and move it back out. Engage your bottom oblique. Pull your pelvis back. The bigger your range, the higher the roller will start up your leg. I'm moving fairly small range, but I feel a lot of work. 2 more. We have 1 more, then we come back to our plank and hold it, and hold it. You can do it. If your hip's sagging, use your obliques. Pick it back up. Now you could always do a leg lift, front or back leg. 3, 2, 1. Lower your seat all the way back down. Lie on your backs. We're almost done. Separate your legs so that they're about shoulder width apart. Lie all the way down. Now, hands to the back of your head. And we're going to roll up. And as we roll up, lift your right leg and twist to that leg. Lower your leg as you roll down and switch sides. Now, if the hands to the head are too much, you can reach. The arms will boost you up a little bit. But again, do your best to roll through your spine. Roll through. Because if you're lifting up, just lifting segments or chunks of your spine, that means you're missing the engagement of a lot of your front body muscles. In Pilates classes, I often suggest to people, if they're having trouble rolling through their lower back, to put a towel under there so you can feel that articulation of your lower back. Give me one more to each side. Leave your legs down. Roll up until you're seated. Cross your arms to your chest. Hinge back. Press down into the roller. Lengthen your spine. You can leave your arms here, reach them forward, or reach them up. Now you have a little imprint, okay? You're not arching your back. We're not going there. Just give me a hold as you continue to lengthen. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Prop your elbows down. Squeeze your legs together. Lift your seat. We're holding a reverse plank right here. If straight legs are too challenging, bend your knees. You can keep your feet on the roller. But I want you all to squeeze your butt to keep the front of your hips open. Then press into your elbows all the way to either your palms or your pinkies. I like my eye line forward. You could let your eye line go a little bit up, but we're not letting it go behind us. Rather than crown of your head up to the ceiling. Spiral the inside of your legs in. You're better off doing a short workout of mindful movements than a workout that you just kind of blast through that's longer, that you're not really focusing on the right muscles to engage or release. If you're starting to sink, press up. I think I was just a little bit. Keep breathing. We're almost done with this hold. And then lower your seat all the way down. Let's take a little hamstring stretch. Leave your legs where they're at. Sit tall, reach your arms forward, and then round over your legs. You can shake out your legs a little bit. And then we'll rise up, kneel, just on the floor. Have the roller off to one side. Now we're gonna do another side bend, but this time we're gonna reach up, find the roller with our hand, and just reach into that side bend. And then rotate. So it's more of a stretch. You can rotate towards the ceiling, face all the way forward. Bring the roller with you, rise up, switch it to the other side, side bend. Again, maybe you need to open your knees. I'm tight on the side, so I'm gonna open my knees a little bit wider to find the roller, and then rotate towards the ceiling, all the way to face forward. You can probably go a little deeper in your stretch there, and rise all the way back up. Good. That's it. You're done. That's about 30 minutes of core work on the foam roller. Nice job. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope to see you in one of my other videos soon.